Hi everyone, it's Yvetta here with Yvetta Home, and so today we're going to do a different type of video. We're doing the 5 things you need to get started with your YouTube channel in 2022. But before we get started and I share the 5 things with you, please like and subscribe to this video. Please share it as well. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's get into it. First, let's get started with some of the things that are obvious. So what I know you need is some kind of filming device, right? So originally I started on my cell phone, and I think this is an iPhone 10. I started on this, and then probably I quickly purchased a ZV-1 Sony camera. I am filming on this camera right now. I don't know if it's a good camera. I don't know if it's the best camera, and I'll tell you why later on in this video. But I do know that you need some type of filming device to be able to film the videos and post the videos. Next, you need some kind of tripod. I purchased several tripods from Amazon and or from Best Buy just because I didn't know what kind I needed. Because I started with my phone first, I bought a lot of tripods that were geared toward the cell phone. Now I'm quickly learning that I can maneuver one of them to fit my camera on, but I really need to buy one that is multi-purpose for phone and camera, and that it's a little bit more durable for what I'm trying to do, especially when I try to do cook with me's and things like that you need to angle down. Not that I'm that experienced, but that's just one of the things that I've learned with trial and error, that some of the tripods are better than other, and they do not serve equal purposes. And then I also bought this kind of tripod, if you will, for when I just sit and talk with my phone, but this doesn't fit my camera, so there's that. Alrighty, so that's 1 and 2. 1 is some type of filming device, 2 is a tripod, 3 is lighting, right? So lighting, you will need lighting. I thought it was my camera that was giving the bad quality videos, but now that I realize, outside of the, the beginner, the YouTuber, right? Outside of skills for my skills, but I do think the lighting played a big role in how the video quality was turning out. But I just didn't know that. So I still have not invested in lighting because I'm just not really sure. I have a light on top of my camera, and then I have a little small ring light, but I think I need a big light. But because, I just didn't think about all of the startup costs, which is number 4, we'll talk about in a minute. I just didn't think there was a lot of startup costs that was associated with YouTube that I quickly found out otherwise. But as a recap, 1, we need some kind of filming device, 2, tripods, 3, lighting, 4 is startup costs, right? So like I said, I didn't realize how much it would cost you to start a YouTube channel. Now, if you are a vlogger and that's what you do, maybe a camera and that's all you need, or your iPhone, and maybe there's no startup costs. But when you're doing home decor and lifestyle or some type of content like that, in order to keep the content flowing week over week, you're going to have to invest. So meaning, yeah, you would probably buy some things from your home, but you wouldn't buy at the rate that you're buying now to actually create content with. So I would say a startup cost, whether it's for lighting, whether it's for camera, whether it's for tripods, whether it is investing in this business, because although this is a hobby, it is a hobby that has startup costs, right? Like any hobby, right? When you think about a hobby, you pay. I just didn't realize the amount of money you would need to start a YouTube channel. For example, I think each tripod was anywhere from $30 to $65, $95. And then the camera, I think, was $749. This additional tripod was an additional $99. I can go on and on and on. That's not even including the costs that I just had to buy to do videos that I wanted to do. So whether the things I wanted to do them or not, or I would have done them over time, but when you're doing a YouTube channel, you probably speed up that process of what you would have done, so that increase your monthly costs on home items or home repairs or anything that you would want to do with your home. Number 5, alrighty, this is probably the one I did not know equally as startup costs, was your learning curve or your ability to continue to learn in this process, right? So for you guys who may not know, my granddaughter edits all of my videos. So yes, she's good at it. I appreciate it, but not all the time is it, you know, I send it back to her and I'm like, oh, I didn't want this. And she was like, Nana, I am 12 years old. Maybe you need to get an adult editor. And we laugh about it and joke about it, but I really need to invest in myself, learning how to edit. Another thing that I would say as far as learning and abilities to learn and abilities to gravitate toward and being open-minded, right? And I would say picking out a camera or learning how to use my camera appropriately, or understanding whether or not this was the right choice. I reviewed YouTube channels to help me decide on what kind of camera I was going to buy, but the one that I wanted initially, due to the pandemic, it was sold out and they didn't have it, so I landed on this one. I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't even know how to use it. I spend multiple hours trying to figure out how to send my videos successfully to my granddaughter so she will edit. So, you know, transferring the video from the camera to my iPad to my granddaughter. Yes, I have one of those little toggles that I've had to purchase to transport to my iPad and send to my granddaughter. Then I had to learn how to share a file with her. I mean, granted, some of the things I should have known already, but I didn't. So this whole experience has been a learning experience. I think I probably spend 2 to 3 hours a week just trying to understand how to make this process a little bit easier for myself, and then understanding how to keep my costs down while enjoying what I do. So those are the 5 things that I think you will need to start your YouTube channel. For me, the biggest one, or the biggest 2 that were unknown, is the startup cost. Had no idea how much money I was going to spend over the first 6 months to a year of starting my YouTube channel. And then second, I didn't realize all the things I needed to know that I just don't know. I'm not even going to get started with the whole YouTube studio and uploading and changing and the analytics and things like that. It's just so much learning that people don't tell you about that you need to be successful. Yeah, creating content is just probably 80% of it, I would say. But if you can't translate that content well to your viewers, then, you know, what's the point in creating the content? But that's what I wanted to talk about today. Don't know how this video is going to do, but I thought nobody shared with me that there was going to be a lot of startup costs, right? And I guess maybe I just didn't realize that. Or maybe I was blind to the fact. I don't know. I'm going to stop rambling. But startup costs, as well as the ability to continue to learn how to use YouTube, how to use your equipment that you purchase, how to transport files, things like that. I think you just have to be open-minded to learning, open-minded to feedback. Yeah, so people got a lot of things to tell you on how to do it and how to do it better, but they never even watch your videos. And yeah, I'm speaking of my son. He is very critical of my videos, but he doesn't even watch them. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But if you guys like these type of videos, not this type, but please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel for home decor things and fixing up my home, if you will. But remember, you're victorious every day through today's anything. Thanks for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye.